Welcome back, guys. This is Building a Million One Day at a Time. Hey guys, so something really crazy happened to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So about a year ago, I bought a Harley, and it was a 2011 Sportster. I bought it to resell. Didn't think I was going to really enjoy the bike, and I had like a little issue where I thought it sat for too long, and so I thought it needed to get some, like the fuel injector was clogged up. It kind of jolted a little bit, nothing major, but just to me I didn't like it, and so I had it for probably 4 or 5 months, and 3 days before I sold it, I had a guy who was going to come look at it, and he wanted to buy it, and I paid $4,000 for the bike, and he was going to buy it for $53,000, and the battery died. So I had to go buy a new battery. I couldn't sell it, without a running battery. So I paid $75 when I got a new battery, and went out to test ride it before I sold it, and that was the problem. It fixed everything. It fixed the jolting issue, and I ended up loving the bike. And I was a little disappointed to sell it, even though I was making money. I was making $1,300, and that was the whole point of buying and selling the Harley in the first place, was to make money. But I was sad to sell it. I was sad to let it go. It was probably my favorite bike I've had thus far. So I sold another Harley just this week on Monday, and I decided, hey, I want to try to buy another one if I can before the summer's over. And so I was scrolling through social media, and I find a bike that I want to look at, and the guy's asking $6,000, and I start looking at the bike, and it just so happens to be this same bike that I sold a year ago. It's 2011. It's got about another 1,000 miles on it since I sold it, and I'm like, well, I'll make this guy an offer, and I offer him exactly what I paid for it previously. I offer him $4,000, which is quite a bit less than he's asking. But he messages me back and he says, hey, I can't take $4,000. I could do possibly $4,500. Now, guys, when you're buying and selling things, big key for that is you can't be worried if you can't get it for the price you want to. It has to make sense financially for you. If you're doing it as an investment, you can't buy it emotionally. People do this with cars all the time. They go, well, I want this truck, or I want this car, and I'll pay extra for it. If it's an investment, you can't do that. You have to pay what your numbers are going to be, because you don't know what you're going to be able to sell it for, and you need to make money. So I stuck with the $4,000. He told me no, and I said, well, if you change your mind, let me know. I've got the cash. And within a day, he messaged me back and he said, you know what, whatever. If you can come up with the $4,000, come take a look at it and come buy it. So I'm driving down right now to go look at it and hopefully purchase it. But I just thought, this is the craziest thing ever. I've never had this happen to me in the last 17 years I've been buying and selling Harleys. I'm in a small area in southern Utah. You'd think I would have ran into this situation before. I mean, I've sold bikes in the exact town I live in. This one's happens to be 45 minutes away, but the odds of running into the same bike that I want to buy a year later and buy it for the same price I bought it for the first time is unheard of. But that's the whole point of keeping your eyes open, looking for investments all the time, looking for what you are an expert in or close to being an expert in, something that you know very well. And this is something I know. I've been doing it for so long that I know the ins and outs. I know what to look for. I know what to troubleshoot and stuff like that. And that's how you become successful in buying and selling, is you become an expert at it. And once you're an expert at it, then you know what to look for, and you know what you're going to buy things price wise and sell them for. So if the guy will let me, I'll add part of it to the buying process and stuff like that, but we'll see how that works. Anyway, I had to share it with you guys. It was kind of a funny experience, so there it is. Hey guys, so we're just down here in St. George. We're buying a bike. This is Junior Torres, and he's selling me the bike. We're just getting ready to load it up. Got the title. I'll show you guys how to fill out a title in the future, so you know how to do it. But Appreciate Junior. He just let me take it for a test ride. And it's crazy. The exact same bike that I had about a year and a half ago or whatever. So how have you liked the bike, Junior?
I like it. It's tough. It's rough bike.
Yeah. A little bit different than your 300 that you had. But,
oh yeah, a lot more power.
Right.
It's crazy.
Are you sad to see it go?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's my first Harley. I really like it, but it's time to move on to a truck.
Nice. Well, you got $4,000 now to put towards your truck, and you can go from there. But hey, I appreciate it. I'll shake your hand and seal the deal. Hey, thanks, man. So I'm home now. The bike's out in the parking lot. I'm so excited to have it home. But what I thought I would do is share a little bit about purchasing a vehicle, how to go about it from a private seller versus from a dealership, what some of the fees are that you're gonna save, and show you how to go through the title. So what I wanna do is I wanna pull up the title really quick. With the title, I'm going to show you kind of how it works here and some of the things to look for. So on a Utah title, and most states have similar titles, they look just a little bit different, but you have the owner's name here, some of their information, and really you don't need to worry about much on the front other than it's like new clean title. There's no salvage on it, no any liens or anything like that, or branded or restoration of the title. You want a clean title. Make sure it fits the description. Sometimes it's good to look at the VIN and match it with the VIN on the vehicle as well. Make sure the years are right, everything on it's what they said it was, and then odometer reading, that's good to know at 5,000 on this one. Make sure it's similar so that maybe the odometer wasn't replaced or something like that, okay? And the biggest part is on the back. On the back you have odometer reading for the cell. You have reflects actual mileage, all this stuff. Biggest thing for you in making and saving money is this spot. So you have the date of sale and you have the sell price, okay? So whatever they write in there for that sell price is what you're gonna have to pay state sales tax on. So whenever you buy something, you have to pay sales tax on it. So for this, it would be $4,000. I would have to pay 6.5% tax for purchasing this. Now this kind of sucks because I just sold a bike on Monday and now it's Saturday, I'm buying a new bike. If I was to take that into a dealership and I traded that bike, my last bike in, and bought a new vehicle, they would actually deduct that trade-in value towards that new vehicle and I wouldn't have to pay sales tax on that amount. But because I did it privately, they don't have any way to track that. And so they're gonna charge me that sales tax on it. So even though I just sold a bike for $4,500 and then I bought this bike for $4,000, they're gonna make me pay sales tax even though I would have paid sales tax on that previous bike too. So just be aware of that. Then you wanna make sure that they put their name, print. They don't need their address, but it's good to have it just in case you need to send them something, and then they have to sign at the bottom. So their name and signature are the things that you mainly need, because when you take this in to register it, the DMV is gonna check that it's signed, and then they're gonna check to make sure it's the name on the front. So that's the biggest thing. Down below, you have to put your information where you are at currently, and then sign it as well when you take this in. Again, they're gonna charge you the sales tax on it, then they're gonna charge you the registration fee, and they will give you a new plate and go from there. So that's pretty basic stuff, but you just wanna make sure that they always have signed it and printed their name on it, because those are the things that you can't fill in yourself. You can change a few of these things, you can't change anything, but you can add price, date, odometer reading after the fact. You just can't sign for somebody unless you have a power of attorney, which allows you to sign in their behalf. So say they don't have the title on hand and they're gonna mail it to you, which has happened to me before. I take a power of attorney document with them. They sign that saying that I can sign the title for them, and then I can take that into the DMV with me and show that I'm signing the title for them. And that's the safest way to do things so you don't get in trouble, okay? So bought the bike, got it home. I'm torn between relisting it and riding it until I sell it again, or keeping it a little while. I've never really the longest I've kept a bike is maybe a year and a half, and then I've sold it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you haven't subscribed yet and you made it all the way through, go ahead and subscribe down below. Give us a comment, tell me what you thought about the video. If you purchased something like this before and been able to flip it, let me know. It'd be cool to chat with you in the comment section. And Guys, this is a building a million one day